All right, guys. The Iceman here on this Sunday morning. A lot of people have asked me about my picks in the NFL for this weekend. Very tired Iceman. Got home, you know, early this morning from work. So, all right, we have the 1-0 Miami Dolphins in Buffalo against the 1-0 Bills. Both teams have improved. This should be a very, very good um, AFC game. Uh, but I do believe being in Buffalo is going to give the Bills an edge. So look for the Bills to end up defeating the Miami Dolphins. We also have the 0-1 Jaguars in DC against the 0-1 Redskins. This is a toss-up game. I'm not really sure where the Redskins are going this year. Um, we just, one game doesn't really mean anything. This is one of those toss-up games that you got to give to the home team, I guess. So I'm going to go with the Redskins on this pick here. We also have the Dallas Cowboys 0-1 against the 1-0 uh, Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. Dallas, you know, looked horrible in the first half against the 49ers last week. I'm not really too familiar with how Tennessee is this year, but if Dallas plays the way they did last week, they're in some major, major trouble. I'm going with the home team on this one. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. I know I'm getting a lot of flack from that, but that's my opinion. We also have the 1-0 Cardinals from Arizona against the 0-1 Giants from New York. My team, the New York Giants, who got beaten up pretty badly by the Detroit Lions on Monday night. The Giants are at home in New Jersey, but I have found in recent years that home is not always the place to be for the New York Giants. And this is going to be one of those games where the Giants really have to be on the ball to win this game. Being a Giant fan, it hurts me to say this, but I have a funny feeling that the Arizona Cardinals are going to come out on top of this game here, and the Giants are going to fall to 0-2. Reluctantly saying that. The 0-1 Patriots in Minnesota against the 1-0 Miami Vikings. Patriots are going to regroup, I think, this week, even though they're going to be in Minnesota. I think Tom Brady's going to have his A game going. I think with Bill Belichick as coach, they really went over a lot of things, what went wrong last week against the Dolphins. Look for the Patriots to bounce back in this one and even up their record at 1-1. The New Orleans Saints 0-1 against the 0-1 Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. It looked like the last couple of years Cleveland was starting to improve, but yet they just don't get over that hump. Um, the Saints are better than what people think they are. I think the Saints will overcome in this game and get their first victory of the year. So look for the New Orleans Saints to come out on top over the Cleveland Browns. The 1-0 Atlanta Falcons and the 1-0 Cincinnati Bengals. A good game. This is going to be a good game. Both teams, like I said, being 1-0. They are in Cincinnati. I think this game could come down to a field goal. It could go to overtime even. I think this is going to be a very, very close game. Um, all in all, I honestly have to give the edge to the Atlanta Falcons in this one, even though they are in Cincinnati. But I'm looking for the Falcons to pull this one out. So just wait and see what develops there. The 1-0 Detroit Lions, who defeated the Giants on Monday night against the 1-0 Carolina Panthers in Carolina. Look for the Panthers defense to stop the Lions. Uh, I think this could be another close game, but I think the Panthers are going to come out on top of this one. So, St. Louis Rams 0-1 against the 0-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. It's one of those games. It's a toss-up. Uh, it's to me, it's one of those games that I'll be quite honest with you. I don't think the game today will mean anything because I think at the end of the season, it's not going to mean anything with these two teams. That's just my opinion. I'm probably going to tick a lot of people off there. Also, the 1-0 Seahawks, the Super Bowl champions, against the 0-1 Chargers. Seahawks look really, really tough. To me, it doesn't matter if they're on the road or not. I think they're a very dominating team. Look for Seattle to come out on top of this game against the San Diego Chargers. Houston Texans 1-0 against the 0-1 Raiders in Oakland. Oakland just needs to get some good players, period. Um, with all that being said, look for the Texans to come out on top in Oakland today. Now, one of my biggest games of the weekend, I think is one of the best matchups of the weekend, are the New York Jets 1-0 against the 0-1 Packers in Green Bay. This game could really solidify what kind of season the Jets are going to have. Look for Aaron Rodgers to bounce back, though, with the Packers. I think this is going to be a close game. Most occasions, I'd give the edge to the Packers in this one, being at home. But in the bottom of my heart, I have this little soft spot for the New York Jets. I'm going to give this one to the Jets. This is one of my off the wall picks, but I'm going to go with the New York Jets on this one over the Green Bay Packers. So then we got the 0-1 Chiefs against the 1-0 Broncos. These two teams, when they meet up, always put on a good show. Just because the Chiefs lost their first game of the season doesn't mean anything. They are in Denver, though, so you got to give the edge to Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos on this one. Let's see, what else do we got here? Because I lost what I was looking for. Okay. Alrighty. So after those matchups, we have. Sorry about that. We have the Bears and the 49ers. This game as well is going to be a good game. They're in San Francisco. San Francisco looked pretty good against the Cowboys last week. The Bears lost. They're 0-1. Look for the 49ers to come on top and go 2-0 after this game. And on Sunday night, we have the Philadelphia Eagles 1-0 going up against the Colts 0-1 in Indianapolis. Eagles, I think, got a pretty good team this year. I don't know if Andrew Luck can pull it out for the Colts in this game, even though they are at home. It would be nice to see, but I'm going to honestly have to go with the Eagles, and it's unfortunate, too, because my Giants are in that same division, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. This is, by the way, the Monday night game. The Bears and 49ers are the Sunday night game in the NFL, so on NBC. So those are my predictions for the football weekend. The second week starts telling the story of how teams are, and then as we get into week 3 and 4, we know a lot more about where these teams may be going. So, like I said, pretty good weekend in football. The Jets and Packers are the teams to watch, the game to watch. It should be interesting, and we'll just see what develops there. So, all right, guys, peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. A non-wrestling video, but in all realistic, it is Sunday, and Sunday, when there's no pay-per-views this time of year, is for the NFL, the National Football League, and it's football day in America. Peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Sunday.